Okay guys, welcome to another video. Today we're going to talk about the Army whole application process. We're going to go from the start to the finish, and we're going to talk about the different stages. I'll give you a sort of time frame on what sort of time you're looking at to get into the military. Now, different job roles are going to have different time frames, but we'll get into that in a little while. So guys, if you did end up liking this video, please give it a like down below. And if you enjoy this sort of content, then possibly subscribe. If you do have any questions or you need a little bit of clarity on anything to do with any of the military application process, then please drop me a question down below, and I'd love to answer it for you and possibly make a video if it's worth making a video for. So let's get into the Army application process. So we start off with the online application form. I'm sure I don't have to teach you all how to click a button on the internet, but believe me, there is some people out there that struggle to find this. So I'm going to put it on the screen for you now. You click start application and you're good to go. It's pretty much the same for the RAF and the Navy as well. So if you're struggling to find out where to apply for the military, for any role, you just click that button and you're good to go. So guys, you've completed that very difficult online application form, and now you'll probably receive some sort of contact from the careers office. If you do not receive contact from them, then don't worry about it. You will receive an email with your portal logins, and then you can log on to your Army portal, which is where you receive different messages from the military telling you things that you need to do, i.e. forms to complete, selection dates, all them sort of things. So this is like your little hub of what you need to do sort of thing. So you need to keep on top of this portal all the time. You need to be checking it at least every other day, and just making sure things aren't coming through there. And then when something comes through, you need to action it as quick as possible. The whole Army application process, you need to be so proactive with it. Otherwise, it can go from taking up to 6 months to a year if you just half-assing it, let's be honest. And that tends to happen quite a lot, guys. That tends to happen quite a lot. So you get your portal details, and then from that you will get your basic medical questionnaire. I spoke about this in this video here. It is just a basic medical questionnaire which you need to fill out yourself, and tell them about all your medical history. Once you've done that, guys, you normally get invited in to the recruiting centre, your local recruiting centre, wherever you live in the country. If you're from the Commonwealth, guys, I think they probably do this virtual, but I'm not 100%. I'll have to find that one out for you. But you get invited to the careers office where they will give you an Army brief. They'll sit down with you, ask you what you want to do in the military. And from that Army brief, you will have loads of ideas, or you might already have an idea of what you want to do, and you tell them what you want to do. Now, this depends on your GCSE results and your cognitive test exam, but you can do that at a later date. So after this point here, you've had your Army brief and you've left the careers office. The next thing you need to do is be super proactive, because this is the detailed medical questionnaire, and this is where people seem to take such a long time to get it through because they're not being proactive with their application. What happens is the Army sends off a questionnaire similar to the basic one, but they send a detailed one to your doctor. When your doctor gets this, he is going to fill it out, yes, no, and answer any questions about your medical history. Sometimes, and I'm only saying sometimes, doctors are a little bit too busy and they may take a little bit longer than others to do it. It's really important, guys, that you go to your medical practice. You don't have to go in face to face. Give them a call and give them a little nudge and say, look, I need this doing as quick as possible, and sort of persuade them to do it as quick as possible. Otherwise, it might get stuck to the bottom of a pile and you could be waiting for a long period of time. The more proactive you are with this application process, especially this first initial bit, the faster it's going to go for you. Once you've got that done and the doctor sent it off and you've passed everything, and you're good to go, you're going to go to the Army Assessment Centre, whether it be in Lichfield, Pirbright or Glencorse. Everyone does the same thing. I talked about this in this video here, and I've also talked about different ways that you can improve your fitness results score, but let me know if you want me to speak about this a little further. You get up to the assessment centre, you do all the activities from the assessment centre, which I spoke about in my last video, and then after you've completed the assessment centre, you will do your final interview and you'll be sent home. Once you get sent home, you are pretty much good to go as long as you've passed everything, and you're just waiting for a start date. You've just got to sit there, wait out, speak to your recruiter and wait for either them to call you. If they don't call you, then just give them a call. Like I said, this is all about being proactive. It's all about you guys showing that you want to get into the military as quick as possible, and this goes for Army, Navy and RAF across the board. It's all about being proactive and showing that you can do this yourself and not need people running after you and stuff like that. Obviously things will happen if you don't do stuff, but if you don't react to what they're telling you to do, then it'll take a lot longer than you want it to. So make sure you're being proactive. Soon as you've got your start date, guys, obviously you go into the military on that start date. You turn up on the day, smart as a carrot, and you crack on with your basic training. Now, obviously, I'm not serving in the military at the moment, but what I can do is speak about the things that you need to be ready for when you get there, which I'm going to do in a future video, because phase 1 training is probably going to be one of the hardest things you go through in the military, and not because it is physically demanding or anything like that. It's just because you're very new to that environment. So I am going to do a future video on that, and just let me know down below if there's anything else you want me to talk about. I know this has been quite a quick video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it and it sort of ironed any creases out that you've been worrying about or you've been a bit unsure about. Let me know in the comment sections down below if you want me to do any other videos on anything else. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate you. Bye-bye.